Well, salads are a really great thing to be able to make and have as an addition to any meal. If you have some fresh fruits and vegetables, you can whip up a salad, and we're going to talk about making some salad dressing. But first, I want to show you how you can make a salad using some canned beans. Now, this is some chickpeas or garbanzo beans, black beans, and a can of corn. I used all low salt beans and the corn as well. You may remember from when we made our lasagna that I wiped off the top of the cans before I opened them. And of course, as always, I washed my hands. So we drain these beans. We're going to put them into this glass bowl so you can see this come together. Have those there. This is really a fun salad, and nothing could be easier. You may have heard that, the expression that people eat with their eyes. Well, when something looks really good and looks fancy, people like to try it and like to eat it. So I'm going to show you a quick garnish that you can make using a red onion. We're just going to peel it first and bring that down. You don't need to save that peel. We're going to take a paring knife, just a small pointy paring knife, and we're going to make a jagged edge right around the center. You can use really any thin pointy knife to do this. Now people are going to think that you spent all day making this garnish, and you can just sort of nod your head and let them think what they want. There's plenty of things you do in the homes where the people are that you support that do take a long time, and this is just a fun way to dress up a meal. So we're going to go right around the sides here, and when we get to the end, we're going to take it apart. And you're going to see it looks kind of cool. Sometimes you have to get a little help. Okay. So that looks kind of nice there, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to put that one aside, and we're going to push out the center. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this onion apart and put it back together in order to make kind of like a lily. So when you put it back together, you're just going to offset the petals. So rather than put it back exactly the way it was, you're just changing it a little bit. And it makes a nice kind of design that people really enjoy to have on the table. Or what I like to do is I make this and I throw it on the grill and then put it in the middle of the platter with some grilled vegetables or some grilled meats. It's fun. And food should be fun. I mean, it's part of our everyday experience. And making healthy food that's good for us should be fun and exciting. So here's our onion flour. So we'll put that to the side for now. And we're going to take the other half of that onion and we're just going to dice it up and throw it in with our corn and beans. Dicing usually refers to something that's, maybe less than 1/4 of an inch large. Mincing would be as small as you can get it. Chopping is usually 1/4 to 1/2 inch or even a little bit bigger depending on what you're making. So this is fairly small but not minced. And you can really do it any way you want. Now sometimes if I'm making this at home, I might roast that onion first and bring out a little bit more of its sweetness. But it's fine raw too. So throw that in there. Then we're going to take some fresh cilantro. And I washed this off before. And you're going to take some of the leaves. Leave the bigger stems. But sometimes, cookbooks and cooking shows can be a little intimidating, and they make you think that if you get any of that stem in there at all, it's just terrible. And really, it's all good. Don't feel like you have to get every single stem off. We're going to take these off like that. And I really like cilantro very much. Take some cilantro and dice that or mince that up. Just going to make it into a nice tight ball. And here's what we're going to do. Just run your knife right through there. I like to use an 8-inch chef's knife or French knife. You can use whatever you're comfortable with. Having a sharp knife is important to being successful in the kitchen. Throw that in there. Great. Now, we're going to take a little garlic, and I want to show you a little trick with this garlic too. We're going to take 2 cloves of garlic, and you might remember from our skillet lasagna recipe how to peel the garlic. You take the side of the knife, give it a little whack, but this time we want to have it into a paste. And here's how we're going to do that. We're going to just dice it up a little bit, and then put a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now, I could just shake a little bit of salt on there, but when I do that, no one believes me that it's just a tiny little bit of salt. So I'm going to show you that it's just a 1/4 teaspoon. We're going to throw that even less, right? Just throw a little bit right on the garlic there, okay? And I'm even putting some back in here. Now, we're going to take the side of our knife, and we're going to use that salt as an abrasive to grind the garlic into a paste. And if you mix this with a little bit of olive oil and maybe some anchovies and get some French bread, you really have something very nice. But we're going to make this into a paste and throw it into our salad because we don't want big chunks of garlic when we're having a salad, but we certainly want that garlic flavor. Now, if you want, you could use garlic powder or something, but I like fresh garlic a lot. And this is an easy way to make a nice garlic aioli or garlic paste. Doesn't take too long, and it makes a wonderful flavor. I think one of the best smells, the best tastes in the world is garlic with lemon. We're going to throw some lemon into this salad as well. Okay, so our garlic is into a paste, and look at that. You can see it's really very fine. Now, if you have a fresh lemon, the way that you loosen up the insides is to roll it back and forth on the table. And you might even involve some of the folks that you're supporting in helping you do some of the cooking in your homes. Be sure that they wash their hands. Be sure that they're following safe food handling practices also. But this is a fun thing for someone to do, is just to simply roll the lemon back and forth and get it kind of softened up. Going to cut that. And then, with our strainer, we're just going to catch the seeds and put the lemon juice right in there. 1 lemon is generally about a 1/4 cup of fresh lemon juice. We have a nice bit of lemon in there. Now we're going to take some olive oil. Oh, I'd say about 3 tablespoons. And voila. Mix that around. I think I'm going to throw in a little bit of pepper too, just to jazz it up. I like things to be a little spicy. This is some cayenne pepper mixed with black pepper that I like to use. Any kind of hot pepper, red pepper flakes that you have is fine. And then I happen to have some cumin seed. You could use ground cumin, or you can use whole cumin seeds. You can roast the seeds ahead of time if you want. These are just plain whole cumin seeds. We're going to throw those in. Mix it around. And then you can serve it in a variety of ways. You can put it in a bowl or on a plate. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use our garnish, and I'm going to mound this up on this plate here. We'll put our red onion lily in the center, and that's a nice, attractive garnish. Thanks a lot.